Geelong on their knees now. Is the fairy tale over? For 94, Mainwaring taken high. That was very crude. Mainwaring to get the free. Well, ill-advised by Bairstow. He needs to get in and get the ball. In front is ball. Takes the mark. Right on the 50. It's all one-way traffic at the moment. This young man has had a very productive afternoon. He was a priority draft pick for the West Coast Eagles. They've had an eye for talent over the seasons. That's a long kick. They contest a couple of metres out. Mansfield, the presence of mind, to fist it through for a behind. The lead increased for the Eagles. 11-18 to 7-9. The umpire had a word to Mark Bairstow. Here's O'Reilly.
Hanley calling for it. As Dennis said, they're on their knees now, Geelong. Hanley in the front spot. Barnes, high tackle, free kick. And the one thing about the Eagles, they won't release the grip now. She had his head or neck nearly pulled off there, Barnes. To centre half forward. Bad kick, turnover again, Pike. Mistakes coming from Geelong now. Kemp again. 23 touches out to Waterman. Good half volley. Mansfield's got him. Play on call. Matera. Riccardi's done a job on him today. It's been terrific. Still Matera. Taken off it by Mansfield. Free kick Matera. Riccardi down and out. Has not moved for about 20 seconds. Looks to be in trouble. Matera to the pocket. Well played Mansfield again. Out of play. Now Riccardi picking himself up. You take a replay and see...
yeah, just got the knee. Tira left knee right in the scone.
Free kick to the Cats at half-back. Cat fans roar their approval. Ironic cheers. They reckon they're hard done by, but West Coast 11-18 to 7-9. Kemp, who's had a dislocated finger by the look of it, has had it to push back into place. Brown gets it.
33 points the Eagles' way. Stephen Hawking is over the top. Riccardi back in the action. He likes the situation. Riccardi running down towards half forward. 75 metres out and closing. He's about 55 metres out as he kicks down towards full forward. Brownless, almost a one-hander. Perhaps he would have been better advised to leave it. Shooter was pushed. Back comes Brownless. No free kick. Ablett's over the ball. Could be holding the ball. He needs to be careful. The umpire calls for it.
You've got to say that Geelong have probably done what they set out to do, and that's keep the wings quiet. Mainwaring and Matera have had no effect, although Waterman, is Mainwaring's replacement, has done well.
Turnbull towards the boundary. Picked up by Wills. Good effort from there. They'll contest about 5 metres out. Jakovic standing tall, got a fist on that one and forced to behind.
I guess they've also kept Jakovic fairly quiet. McKenna's had an excellent day once again. But such is the strength, the overall evenness of this side, that even the best laid game plans can fall apart.
Well, given the Brownlow voting, we can't rule Matera out for the Smith medal just yet.
That's right.
McKenna from full-back goes long this time. Jakovic the target. Brewer, well played to Wills. Goes for goal from 50. Bangs it right back there. Is it over the line? It is. It's a behind. 7-11 to 11-18. Well, what Geelong fans would do for a couple of Gary Ablett goals in a hurry.
Or a couple of Gary Ablets.
Yes, 84 to 53. Not much from the champ today. Not that champ. The Geelong champ. Here's McKenna taking his time. They've been relentless, haven't they, West Coast? Typical. Again, Jakovic. Brewer again did a good job. Forces it forward. Wills can't quite get it past Pipe. Kemp sits on it and lets it go out of play. Just reads the play so brilliantly, Dean Kemp. Had knee problems earlier this year. Missed 2 or 3 games in a row. 31-point margin. 3 minutes remaining.
At the top, Turnbull back towards the boundary. And across the line it goes. So the Cats need something. And they need it quickly. Just over 3 minutes till three-quarter time. Misting rain falling. Barnes decisively Taken by McKenna, hasn't got the ball, no free kick. Played on and did very well, got it to Pike, hard against the line, he kicks towards the wing. McGrath comes storming across, valiant attempt to mark, couldn't. It ricochets across the line.
Very unobtrusive Don Pike, but once again doing his job effectively. 17 touches in the middle and containing a valuable player.
Barnes, big spring, thumps it away, Counts controlled it to the advantage of Hocking to Bairstow. Bairstow 70 metres out, looks for Ablett, got hands to it, couldn't hang on. Can he find it on the ground, or more particularly, can he control it? He's got plenty of company down there, Worsfold and Brennan. It comes to Hinkley, who snaps and kicks it behind.
Get back to 5 goals, Geelong. 30 points the difference. 11-18 to 7-12. McKenna wide, got Matera, finds him, beautiful kick. Matera at 50 metres defensive side. Just 7 kicks and a couple of handballs. Centre wing, good long kick, looking for Wilson. Well played at the back by Brown. Still Brown, very well played. But a bad kick there by Brownless. Under pressure, taken by Hart. Good rebound again by Hart today. 13 touches after this. Good distance, centre wing. McGrath at the back. He's had his hands full again. Very different opponent to last week. This time Heady with Carey last week. McGrath bangs it back, hoping for a Minch mark. Or maybe Barnes from the side, Turnbull. Jakovic just crashes his way through to Evans. Evans to half forward, Lewis in the front spot. Stephen Hocking with Lewis, just trying to hold him up. Hocking tries to run away, well played. To Bairstow. Too slow, much too slow, Bairstow. West Coast to try and rebound. Gary Hocking struggling obviously to the boundary line and out of play.
Well, you do have those kinds of days, unfortunately, for Mark Bairstow. He's having one in the grand final.
Throw in on the 50. Ball and Handley. Handley over the top. Here's Lewis. Goes to the boundary line. They stay off him. He settles and kicks it down towards full forward. Sumich going back on O'Reilly, and that's a very good mark. A lot of strength and evidence there. Sumich. He's got one this afternoon from an errant kick-in. Great grab. It's a fine record against the Cats in finals. For his second, he's 22nd and only his 4th final against Geelong. From point-blank range, he's got it. Upended, they'll get a free kick, and the clock is running slowly now for the Cats. It's gone. Pike out of the middle, down towards half forward. Sumich comes on a lead, bounced obligingly for him. He's 45 metres out, turns. I think he's missed narrowly. Peter Sumich, 2 goals this afternoon, and the lead now a massive one. 109 to 54. Here's Brown to put it in. Played so well against Carlton a couple of weeks back. Barnes wants it home, and why not? Brown goes in that direction. In fact, Handley chips in from the side. It's fisted away, taken by Heady. Across to Evans, quick release. Kemp tried to soccer it. Pike's over the ball, a couple over him. It's locked in there somewhere. The bounce. The official attendance today, 93,860 at the MCG.
West Coast within about 45 metres of goal. Wilson thumps it towards the boundary line. Stephen Hocking and Chris Lewis out of play. Well, it's close to a full house. I can't see any vacant seats, but capacity at the MCG is supposedly 98,000. Not far short of that. Evans goes for it. And Brown, like a goalkeeper, takes the mark. 15-19 to 7-12. Since quarter time, West Coast have kicked 11-16 to 3-8. It's what they did to them in '92. They kicked 10 goals to 4 after half-time. They've done the same thing. Gary Hocking to McGrath. At half-back. Gets it in towards the centre square. Colbert from the side. Having his first run. Stephen Hocking flat-footed. In trouble. Takes a long time to get the handball away. Riccardi. Matera to try and run him down. Geelong go forward. Ablett the target. Hart at the back. Still Hart. Bouncing ball out of play. 8 and 5, named in the back pocket by the AFL All-Australian selectors this year.
Yeah. Changing fortunes, he played only 8 games last season. David Hart, who started with West Perth back in, it was 82. Long time ago now. Out of defence, it swung towards the outer side, and the mark is held by Chris Lewis. They're doing as they like. I think it was Banfield who kicked it out there. Lewis goes in short. Pike has got it. Cross half back. 15-19 to 7-12. Main Waring up in front. Spent some time on the bench with what appeared to be a back injury. Tough time this for players of both sides. They know the results beyond doubt. Here's ball. Handley. Big fist away. Back towards the wing. Brewer. Away to Hocking. Virtually on one leg. He kicks to the middle. Couch. He's tried pretty hard. Alongside the centre circle. Only his 15th possession. Here's Billy Brownless up ahead. 3 goals this afternoon as Hines comes back onto the ground. Matera roving the pack. Knocks it down. Awkward bounce for Couch. Matera with dash. Lost control of the ball. Steve Hocking falling to the ground. Got it out. Brewer, good evasion. Quick hands too. Gets it back to Brownless. Unloads for a big one. It's a shocker. It wobbles out wide. Attempt at the mark. Missed there by Mensch. And Jakovic comes away. Jakovic at left half back. 3 bounces. Kicks towards half forward. In from the side. Mansfield. He's taken the mark, but there was going to be a free kick. It will go Geelong's way, and Mansfield paid a price there. Had he heard the whistle a little bit earlier, it may have saved him.
Here's Mansfield. Great grab. Almost hurt himself. Surprised to see Mansfield not perhaps given a run up forward in the second half. Geelong had nothing to lose. Could have maybe thrown their side around a little bit. Have maintained their predictable lineup.
McGrath to full forward, Ablett at the back. McIntosh, chance now for Ablett in the pocket. Probably didn't realise he had a bit more room than he had. 33 years of age today, and not much more to celebrate for Gary Ablett's had no impact at all on this game. McKenna, I mean, dare you say it, but he actually has played like a 33-year-old today. Pike at half-back. Main Waring was on the other side of the ground a moment ago. Centering kick to full forward. Hanley went at it hard with Brown. Heady got a boot in there with McGrath out of play. Wills, who excited Geelong early, he was, I think, a catalyst when they kicked those 4 goals in 7 minutes. Hanley and ball. Evans and Hocking. What a disappointment for Buddha today. Unable to give his best because of an injury when he was tripped in the first quarter. Mark Bairstow gets it from Hocking. Blazes away. Hines. Paddock here. This is where Pike loves to run into a bit of space. Great tagger, but he finds space so well. Evans normally goals from this situation. He's got it. It's another one. He's third.
So the margin out to 60 points. Here's Hocking again to Mansfield. Geelong's best. Breaks away from the wing, goes down towards half forward. Jakovic in best position, comes over the top. Big fist on it. Worsfold. Put it out to Hart. Hart went to ground. Didn't do much with it. This is Hinkley. He's right on the 50. Some indecision. Now he heads for home. Down towards full forward. Brennan the master again in that confrontation. Well done by Tudor. Hooked it back. Intended for Ablett, who's still got a half chance, but McIntosh worries him out of it. Brennan, under pressure, kept a cool head. Gets it to McKenna. And once again, they bring it away. Touch ball. It comes to Hines. He feeds it out wide. McKenna's got it. Right half back. They're putting on a clinic now, the West Coast Eagles. Kemp, rather untidy hand pass. As a result, Colbert a chance. Did brilliantly. Beat about 3 of them. Couch to Hocking. 60 metres from goal. He pulls it back. Mensch is the target. With him is Djakovic. Djakovic comes away. Kicks into open space. Brewer and Mainwaring. It's a foot race. And that's typical of the day. Mainwaring wanted it more. He wanted front position. And that will do the Eagles. Out of bounds on the centre wing.
They lead by 10 goals, the Eagles, and they have kicked the last 7 goals in this match without reply. Barnes wins the tap. Couch and Kemp. Kemp goes to ground. Couch over the top.
Well, during the summer, the Dockers will know all about trendsetters. Just look down the road, Bruce. Set your sights on the West Coast Eagles.
They've created a very good example in the 8 years they've been in the competition. And Mick Malthouse with a remarkable record as coach there. Here's Evans to Kemp at about 70 metres with a bounce. At 50 now. Oh, chips to Lewis, not quite. Goal anyway! It's all happening. That's his second. The pinpoint pass was to Lewis. It was almost perfect, but the Geelong defender was able to get in the road. But such is the run for the Eagles that it just bounced on through for a major.
Oh, that was a great shepherd by Chris Lewis. Let's just have a look at the way the bodies clash. Here it goes.
He was lucky, wasn't he, Lewis? Hines to Lewis. He goes to half forward. Missed by Wilson. Mansfield brilliantly done to Hocking. Quick hands away. Mansfield will go again. He's given no quarter this afternoon. Brewer to Couch through the middle. Couch running down towards centre half forward. Can kick a goal here. Long probing kick. Guess what? The defence again.
Very good, hasn't he? We've basically given no credit to Brennan, but he's really had an outstanding game on Gary Ablett.
Brennan to Djakovic. Plays on immediately. McKenna storming around the outer side. They're enjoying this now. He goes down through the wing, in front ball. Ball plays on immediately. Hit the ground running. Kicks inside the 50. Sumic the target. Going back. Mansfield. And what a game he's played. Not without a hope in the Norm Smith medal. This is Gary Hocking. Away he comes. Short little pass. Colbert wants to go and does. Inside the centre square, now goes outside the centre square with no conviction to Handley. Awkward looking kick, it tumbles down towards half forward. McKenna heads for the boundary and or Djakovic. Djakovic got it and finds Lewis.
Short again. Hines. Oh, the Cats are falling apart. Nothing at all happening. Banfield. Now under some pressure, inside 50. Trying to get back Barnes. Free kick against the Cats for hanging on. And Bond will get it within scoring distance. Well, I was looking back last night over the records of the Grand Final. Since 1980, the average winning margin, remember we've had a close one in 1989 to bring it down, but the average winning margin in a Grand Final has been between 46 and 47 points. It's 8 goals. It's a remarkable statistic. We had a period in the 60s and early 70s where 6 of 8 Grand Finals were decided under 2 goals. But boy, has the trend changed as Bond goes for goal, and they're celebrating again. Two goals for Bond, and I guess, Gerard, that was the job that he was given.
Well, that's the way Mick Malthouse has played him all season, just thrown him onto the ground for 10 minutes or so, and hopefully he can snag a goal. But he's kicked 2 today, and that's all that Mick would have asked of him before the game, and that's all he would have figured in the match plan.
18-19 to 7-13. Hines taps it down. Colbert gained about 5 metres. Hines soccers off the ground out wide. Missed by Brennan, picked up by Hocking. Couch feeds it back towards the middle. This is Colbert inside the centre square. Kicks well inside the 50. Down there is Brownless. I think that bounced. He's paid the mark, but the umpire directly behind Brownless, and a replay will be very interesting. I think he trapped it on the half volley. Watch it again.
Your decision, Dennis.
I think it touched the ground. Maybe not. We'll play it anyway. Here's Brownless directly in front. 40 metres out. He's got his four.
It's been their only goal scorer since quarter time. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, I think he's done enough to say that he's probably beaten McIntosh. And I'm sure Blight would have settled for 4 goals at the start of the game from Billy Brownless. I think he would have expected perhaps 4 or 5 from Gary Ablett, maybe 1 from Tudor, who let himself down on a couple of occasions. 1 or 2 from him would have been handy.
Back to 66 points the margin. Colbert thumps it away. Eludes Minch. Djakovic. Mainwaring and Brewer. Bouncing football. 7 minutes remaining in the grand final. Waterman. Hart, I should say. Tucking it underneath. Barry Stoneham, Andrew Wills. Barry Stoneham badly injured, broke his leg. There was a hope at one stage he might be able to get back in time for the final. Colbert's little kick. Djakovic again. He's had a big first quarter, big second half. Mansfield, wonderful game for Geelong. I think he was the surprise packet of the AFL Team of the Year, but he's been clearly the Cats' best. McGrath's kick, cut off by McKenna. McKenna's got stronger as the game's gone on as well. Just beautifully weighted to Matera. Now, he kicked this one in 1992. He might kick it in 1994. No, not Matera's day. It's been all right, but nothing like 2 years ago.
It has been Mick Malthouse's day, and you've got to pay tribute to him since he took over in 1990 as the coach of the West Coast Eagles. He went over there with a mission, and I guess that was to improve their defensive skills. But not only has he done that, he's really set a new tradition in football, created new positions, midfielders that go with their players, put them out of business, and really end up dominating. He's certainly got the cattle, but full credit to him for extracting all of their potential.
Matera again. Runs his measure. Centres it, looks for Lewis, or is he going for Wilson? Half volley from Wilson. Round the corner. Gets it right to the goal square. Kemp was lurking. Hocking tries to knock it away. Kemp and Lewis are there. They force it out. Comes to Waterman. Snaps behind. Well, hasn't he made the most of it? Waterman. On the interchange, there was some thought at one stage he may not even make the lineup, but 13 kicks, 8 marks, 5 handballs. When Mainwaring went off, he has seized the opportunity, seized the moment.
Just under 6 minutes to go. Handley kicks in. O'Reilly goes up. Couldn't complete the mark. Fell to Bond, to Sumic, right on the 50. Long kick. That's a massive kick. It's gone 20 metres back into the crowd, but he's missed.
Sumic now playing centre-half forward. He has shown over his career that he is an excellent player in that position. Perhaps that may well be the future of Peter Sumic down the line.
McGrath, to his own advantage, goes for distance towards midfield. Barnes flies. Hines knocked it away. This is Pike, sockers it off the ground out wide. Brennan, who's been terrific this afternoon, to Lewis. Lewis inside to Hines. 55 metres out. Down towards full forward. Waterman behind Brown. Did well behind. It's all academic now. The West Coast Eagles about to take off their second premiership. Runners up once in the space of 8 seasons.
Brown, bad kick. Straight to Banfield. Banfield kicks it over his head and kicks a goal.
Under 5 minutes to go. Away comes Mainwaring. More of the same. That's a beautiful kick inside the 50. Intended for Sumic, knocked away by O'Reilly. Still he goes. Heads for the boundary line. Big thump away. Matera leads in the race. Did he keep it in? Yes, he did. Well played. Goes back to Pike. Pike from half forward is centering kick. Sumich surrounded. Up he goes. In from the side, Mansfield. It falls to Colbert. Used sparingly today. He gives it away. Great courage there by Brennan. Considering the scoreboard, he took a big risk. Ablett battles on. Hocking's got it now on the wing. Interesting kick. Pulled it back, intended for Mensch. It ran away from him. Barnes has got it now. Looking for support. How about a kick, they say. Goes in short and finds Tudor about 55 metres out. Brownless. They're one forward this afternoon. Offers the lead. Couch goes back with courage, but Brownless over the top.
I think he pinched that out of Couch's hands.
Look that way.
Well done by Barnes also. He's battled against the numbers today and been pretty effective. Let's just see if Couch had an assist on this one. Maybe they got there at the same time.
Brownless at number 5. It's bending back. That is very close. Behind. He's tried hard this afternoon.
He's had a lot of shots for goal. Brownless has kicked 4 goals, 3. Clearly the Cats' best forward and arguably their second best behind Mansfield. Brennan. One-hander by Hocking. Smothered by Matera. Round the body. Should go out of play. Bouncing ball right in front of the players. With 3 minutes remaining in this grand final. Gary Hocking injured. Tragically from Geelong's point of view in the opening term. When he's streaming towards goal and was tripped. Hines, Turnbull came on for him after quarter time. Punches it away. Gets about another 15 metres. The margin 75 points. There's only been 3 games as Mick Malthouse goes down. Only 3 grand finals have been won by a wider margin than this, and all of them in the modern era.
Well,
Pike and Brennan. Well, you knew that neither of them were going to give way.
great sign, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Michael Malthouse and his team have come down to celebrate on the boundary line. It's been a job well done. McGrath caught, dropped it. Off the ground by Bond, out of play.
He'll be feeling very proud, Michael Malthouse. A victory based on hard work and discipline. Qualities he admires. McGrath back to midfield, but only as far as Mainwaring. Mainwaring a little chip pass into Lewis, and he's got it 40 metres from goal. So we're down to 2:25 remaining in the game. Handshakes all round on the bench, and Lewis with a chance to go for the 20th goal here. The West Coast Eagles rarely go beyond 20, so in all respects a memorable day this afternoon. They won with 16 from memory in '92. Here's Lewis then from right on the 50. Is it the 20th? It's touch and go. It's home. .23 to 8:14.
Well done to Chris Lewis, who has turned his career around this season. He was brilliant in the first quarter. Very creative up forward. A lot of headaches for his opponents. He's had a bit of a run in the midfield in the last. Picked up a number of possessions. Finished with 16.
.81 points of difference. 20-23 to 8-14. Hines' little one. Lewis again out of the centre to half forward. McGrath getting back with Pike. Sumich getting a run at it. Pike's got it. He's got Matera short. Centering kick, very good. Gives Bond the run of it. Hanley read that one okay. Just gave it off to Couch, who's battled away for the Cats. Kicked their first goal, but it's had little effect. Barnes taps it forward. Worsfold on the end of it. Ran into some trouble earlier, Worsfold, in the match when he had to be changed and a hole had to be plugged, but that seems so long ago. Mainwaring, Mansfield. hold his head high. Hinkley's had a quiet one. So's Gary Ablett. Lewis back into the centre. Colbert gets through. Little handball to Tudor. Out wide. Gary Hocking goes for goal. Misses. It's a behind. 8:15 Geelong. West Coast 20 goals, 23.
Well, the Cats did well to get here. We've got to say that without patronising them. After round 15 and that loss to Footscray, they were gone. White's job was on the line, and they've come all this way, but it's ended in bitter frustration. Here's McKenna to the wing. Brennan's got it. We're down to 30 seconds now. A mere formality. 20-23 to 8:15. Pike forward of the wing. They've dominated this game. Hines, who missed last time around, he will celebrate double E tonight. He's resurrected his football career. Goes for a tour down towards the pocket. Hocking, unkind bounce. It runs away and goes out of bounds, and we're down to 5 seconds. Michael Malthouse, a job well done. He coached his first game at the Western Oval back in 1984. Footscray was the side. They won that afternoon against Richmond, and now a long road to the MCG and his second premiership. The Eagles are premiers for the second time in 3 seasons.